Personal data is any information relating to an identifiable individual. In the GAA context, this includes name, phone number, email address, membership ID number, photographs, and anything else that can be used to identify an individual. You must ensure that the club executive and relevant individuals are aware of the club's data protection responsibilities. All club secretaries have received access to a GDPR repository for GAA clubs. Go to your OneDrive with your GAA email address and follow these steps. Information in the repository should be the basis for assessing the club's data protection responsibilities and should be made available to all volunteers within the club. It is very important that a club can demonstrate their accountability. This means that the club should understand exactly what information is held within the club and keep a record of all personal data in an inventory. The club should make sure that this can be demonstrated if required. Individuals must be informed of certain information before their personal data is collected. This should be set out in a data protection notice, similar to that on the membership forms in the official guide. A template is available in the GDPR repository for GAA clubs. Individuals have legal rights over their personal data and may be entitled to access, object, correct or delete information a GAA club has in relation to them. It is essential that requests are adhered to within designated time limits, and assistance is available from the GAA's Data Protection Officer. Individuals are legally entitled to a copy of information GAA clubs hold in relation to them, unless there is a valid legal reason for withholding it. This is known as a subject access request. The information must be provided within 30 days and free of charge. A process and procedure for requests like this is in the GAA repository. As per GDPR, children are not permitted to give consent for data processing. A child is a person under 18. Existing GAA policy relating to juvenile members already supports this legislative requirement. To ensure children's personal data is processed appropriately, use official juvenile and child membership forms and ensure only those with a legitimate reason to access children's data have authorisation to do so. If unauthorised access to personal data occurs or personal data is lost or stolen, this may need to be reported to the Data Protection Commission. If notification is necessary, it must be done within 72 hours, so it is really important not to ignore a possible breach. Follow the data breach process and procedure in the repository if a breach occurs within your club. The GAA have a data protection officer available to clubs to assist with anything related to personal data processing within your club. If your club has any questions, queries or concerns in relation to data protection, you can contact our data protection officer at the email address above.